pretend to be fair. They say they care about our health and well-being and learning and blah, blah, blah. But you know what I think? They're unjust and plain mean people. Nintendo Humiliation by Peg Carrot. So here's what happened. I was in my 5th period math class, which is taught by Mrs. Kipler, when someone knocked on the door. I should point out that math isn't my strongest subject. I used to be good in math. In fact, I used to get A's and the occasional B. But that was before I got Mrs. Kipler. Don't get me wrong. I like Mrs. Kipler. She's an okay lady. And she has a sense of humor. She's even a good teacher. The problem is, she gives homework assignments every day. And I just don't have time to do all that homework. When I get home, I need to relax. For the past few months, my relaxation has been Nintendo. I got the Nintendo around the same time I got Mrs. Kipler. I am good at Nintendo. You might even say I excel at Nintendo. If everyone has a natural talent, mine is Nintendo. Unfortunately, I find it impossible to excel at Nintendo and math at the same time. Both require my time and attention after school. This conflict came to light when I got my report card. When my dad saw my D- in math, he asked what was wrong. I told him about Mrs. Kipler and the daily homework assignments. Dad nodded and said nothing. I said, I simply do not have time to do all this homework. He nodded and said nothing. I was astonished. I thought he'd be like a thunderstorm, rumbling and rumbling for hours, dredging me with accusations and threats. Instead, he just stood there, calm as the summer sunshine. Lightning struck the next day. Like I said, I was in my 5th period math class, which is taught by Mrs. Kipler, when someone knocked on the door. It was my father. He carried my Nintendo. Hello, he said to Mrs. Kipler, sounding as cheerful as a man handing out candy bars. I'm Amir's father, and I've come to give you his Nintendo. My mouth fell open as I saw my dad hand Mrs. Kipler the Nintendo. I want you to keep it for him until his grades improve. Oh, good, said Mrs. Kipler. I will take it home and play with it. The other kids roared in laughter. You wouldn't have heard such a commotion. You would have thought that my dad was stand-up comic of the year. I personally, and probably unfairly, think that I should get the trophy. But if justice is truly served, then we'll all get the trophy. Thank you!